Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Wednesday. Guess what? Today we expecting Federal Reserve interest rate decisions, which is gonna happen later on during the day, later on in the evening, on my time zone, by the way. So what might happen today? We might see some serious volatility or not. It's possible that sometimes we might not see some nice volatility, but mostly the most important thing that happens on the market is before the news. Mostly the market will just go up and down because they actually don't know where the decision is gonna be. So the market will just mostly consolidate. So when you want to take any trade, when you see some opportunities in the market, have that in mind and say, yes, the market might seems like it's gonna buy or it's gonna sell, and later on that might change like aggressively, or the market will just play with us and just consolidate. Remember that. So later on we're gonna go on live. Don't forget that. If you want to join the winning team, here it's my contact, by the way. Here's my contacts. There it's my contact. Actually, we still have this Father's Day special, which is $100. Monthly is just $45. If you want to talk to me, there's my contacts there. For those guys who always ask me about the broker that I'm using, you can see around this area there is Xness. You can check the link. If you want to sign up, you can use them. I think they're the best, but this video is not sponsored by them, by the way. I just prefer them as a trader, you see, as a trader, because currently I don't have my own broker. So one day maybe I will open my own broker, then I will just say, yeah, just go with Xtrahot Forex broker. But currently that is not, I don't have that currently. So on the charts, we are on Bitcoin, and that is 4 hours time frame. Guess what? The market is still bleeding on Bitcoin, or let's just say crypto market is like seriously bleeding. What do we see? We see that, you know what, we were not wrong when we say we are on a downtrend, on a very strong downtrend. You can see that this is a trend line that we had before, and that helped us to stick with that sell, because we said after we can buy only when the market breaks this area, and now what's really happening, the market is it's selling. You see, the market is still going down, which means things are still not actually good. But maybe later on, when they announce the federal rates, actually rates decisions, maybe the market might try to recover. We don't know, but I'm hoping so. But remember, just because they say, hey, there's news, there's this, that, and that, it doesn't mean you're supposed to be involved in that. You can just wait and relax, because it's just going to be only 2 candlesticks maybe, which are going to be spiking up or down. And most people, they're going to get it wrong. Even if sometimes you get it right, sometimes the market might spike in a different direction, then later on take the right decision or the right direction. So be careful trading the news if you don't actually understand trade. Even if you understand how to trade the news are always like seriously risky. Trading like this, technically it's fine. There's also a risk, but news, it's like 99% of the time it's seriously risky, you see. But if maybe you enjoy trading the news, it's fine as long as you understand what you're doing. But I'm not going to encourage anyone to be, especially when we see things are seriously bad. Just wait and hear the decision. If maybe, let's say, if it's 50 basis points, I'm expecting maybe the market to push the upside. If they go like 75, I think that is going to be something else. And I think they can go aggressive. By the way. So let's push the next one. The next one, actually, it's German. It's German 40. So what's really happening here is the market, yes, was just going down very nicely, aggressively, by the way, but we did not have a nice structure that we can say, oh, maybe we can buy, we can sell there and there. But currently, I like what I see. If you still remember, we had this area before the market even pushed lower. This area on our left here, then I marked that area. Guess what? The market is respecting that area. Obviously, the market might start to do what? The market might start to push the upside, which is very good thing, because now we already have that area marked, which means yes, that is something that we can start to consider to say yes, that is actually going to be our support. That is going to be our support, by the way. So let's see what's really happening. Actually, I think what maybe we might expect here, the thing is, yes, maybe the market is still early, by the way, but I'm expecting the market to push up from there. But just because there is economic news, things might change very quick, but maybe later on. Things might change very quick, but maybe later on, not now, by the way. I think things might change very, very, very aggressively later on. But let's be the best thing is to follow the structure here on German 40. I think is there something that maybe we can trade currently. Why? Because we don't have those interest rates that maybe are happening in the US. You see, maybe someone can say, Kenzo, if we go on a bit smaller time frame, we might get something. Yes, let me try to find something there. I think there is something like this here. Actually, I also saw that you can say, okay, if maybe you use that method, it's also fine. You can say I will only buy when the market breaks that area. I will zoom that, by the way. I know some of you're not seeing that nicely. You see something like that, because the market it was creating something like that, and we see that the candlesticks were connecting very nicely. So let me just maybe use 1 hour so that you see. You see what I'm trying to show you here. You can see this candlestick created this, the second one, and now is the third one. So for you to say maybe I need to jump on this, you can say, okay, just because this is a buy, and at the same time we have a very close resistance here. It's very, very close, by the way. You can say above that area, it's where maybe I can start to say, if the market breaks that area, it's where I can say I'm gonna maybe buy above that area. And your profit or your take profit should be anywhere. It's up to you. But as long as maybe you can have some entries above that area, it's up to you. It's up to you, by the way. Yeah, but I'm still, the market is still pushing down, by the way, but the market reached the support, which makes us to say, yes, we reached that area where we think the market might support and start to do what? Maybe start to push the upside. We should think like that. So let's push the next one. It's US oil. Oh, sorry, it's gold. So what's really happening on gold? I think this thing has been like this for some time. Let me remove this. Let me remove these things. They've been there for quite some time now, but we should understand that, yes, it doesn't mean that that thing just went off. Yesterday, actually, I think it's yesterday or before that. I think it's yesterday. We have some very nice trades, actually. If you still remember, the market broke that area. We had, let me just zoom there. We had this sell, and then the market started from this area and reached this area. Now the market is going back again. So still, I think the market is still on bearish, actually. So, and maybe that might still continue later on. We might maybe have something like this going further, because that is also possible. The market might start to create stuff like this as a downtrend, which means the market is no longer on that uptrend that we thought maybe the market was going to go with. Because remember, before there, we had this downtrend where the market was going down, and we had this breakout here. Then when we think maybe the market will maybe consolidate and push the upside, guess what? Now the market just consolidated. Now it's pushing to the lower side. So what do we do? How can we start to master this type of moves? The best way, when you see something like that happening, it means that is just a continuation of that trend. One way or another, we're still going to adjust that and start to make something like that, because that is part of the trend. That is part of our trend. As the market is starting to do what? The market is continuing with that. The market is continuing with the trend, which is a sell. So it means now we're expecting the market to push the lower side. These candlesticks or these trends, they are very, very, very big or long. That's why the market obviously the screen one, I mean the charts won't fit very nicely on the screen, so we forced to use a little bit bigger time frame so that you can see nicely. So I'm expecting the market to push the lower side. By the way, I'm still expecting the market to push lower. So let's push the next one. I think it's US oil. So what do we see on US oil? And the market is actually on that bullish. I don't really like this color. This orange thing is not really for me. Let me use this. So what's really happening here is the market is still on that bullish move, and we see some sort of rejections. So we need to update our support area and see if maybe the market still respecting that. If not, it means that might be starting to break out of that area. So I might start to connect with this one here, or even maybe start from here. But I think this one is it's fine. Let me put it there and place it like that. So we have an uptrend, guys. So on this uptrend, by the way, we also have this sort of support areas that we also need to identify. You can see the market respected this area even here. Now the market is coming back around that support, and we see a fake move. Now maybe the market will break or maybe push up, but we need to mark this area to see that, oh, this area is where the market actually support or find that support, even if we see some sort of a breakout around that area. So what do we do after that? We have two options, by the way. There is a chance that the market might be starting to respect only this horizontal line there, support. The market might create something like that and then pushed up. It doesn't mean that maybe once the market breaks out here, it means it's official that maybe it's gonna go to the lower side. We can say that only if the market goes below this area as a support area. You see why? Because sometimes the market adjusts the trend. If maybe the market was very steep, the market might adjust the trend and start to do something like that before pushing to the upside. So what we're gonna do is, even on top there, you can see, you can also mark that and say, okay, maybe if the market pushes above that, breaks that area, you can keep buying above that. But around this area, we need to have a buy pending order ready so that we can maybe make sure that we don't miss that trade. But it seems like the market around this area is still aggressive. By the way, remember we have a news today, so the market mostly index were like seriously consolidating. Even yesterday, actually starting from Monday, things were just going up and down. So we need to understand what's really happening. It's because there's war, there's news, there's all this stuff happening in the world. So remember, the market actually is controlled by us, and when things are going wrong in the world, it means we're going to see the same thing happening on the market, you see. So let's push to the next one. Let's push the next one, which is US30, by the way. It's US30. So what do we see on US30? Let's try to zoom US30. Let me just use 2 hours time frame. This 4 hour time frame seems to be bigger. Let me use 1 hour then. Okay. So okay, now we are on US30, by the way. Yes, we know that the market was like seriously aggressively on that sell, but guess what? We had a nice structure or a nice resistance, which you can able to see here. So what's really happening here is we expecting the market to keep pushing lower on this downtrend, but that downtrend was what was broken. So now we expect the market to do what? To push the upside. But the thing is, yes, we understand that there's still news, and you can see that I did send the signal in the group, and it seems to be activated. So it means we expecting the market to push the upside once the market breaks out of this, unless if maybe the market is playing games with us, maybe the market will go lower again. But currently the structure is telling us that, you know what, yes, I just broke out of that downtrend, I'm about to push up, and there is a possibility for the market to do that. Why? Because later on, when the market maybe start to sell, it might start to sell. Most of the time the market will push up. Later on, when the news are coming out, then the market comes back around that area again. So even now, that might be something. But what I like here is, yes, we have a structure. We have a structure that we're following, and that structure is been broken. If maybe yesterday you were here on live session, or maybe early in the morning, I think you did see that, and we did not even trade because we were waiting for a breakout, and that breakout just happened. That's why we end up taking that trade, you see. But remember, guys, not every trade is going to be profitable. Not every trade is going to be profitable, even if we follow the strategy or whatever. But remember, 90% of the time we will always make money. It means, yes, we lose like almost 10% of the time, you see. But what we see here is, I'm still thinking that the market might push up, as the market just broke out of that resistance, and unless if things will change, and maybe we might see the market going down again. That is possible, and maybe especially later on, things might go worse. Or if maybe the interest rates, they're not going to surprise investors, it means that might be favorable for the market, and maybe we might see the market trying to recover from that. I hope you understand that, guys. I hope you understand. The best thing that you can do is try your best to apply your risk management. Try your best to apply your risk management. So what do we see on NASDAQ? On NASDAQ, we also see similar moves, guys. We also see similar moves. What do we see? We see that actually the market, yes, is still aggressively on that downtrend. Let me just maybe use 4 hours time frame so that this chart can fit on this screen, as these trends, they are like seriously high, so they won't fit nicely on the chart, on the screen. So what do we see is, yes, the market is still on that on the market. If we look this on a bigger time frame, it seems like the market, yes, is still on that bigger time on that downtrend. But what I see actually here, that downtrend actually, it created something that I really like, and that it's this structure which we call a wedge. The market started to create this type of a move. Actually, it's a triangle, and then above that area, around this area, I don't know if that is activated or not. Above that area, we're waiting for the market to break that area. If it breaks that area, it will find our buy pending order ready. Then the market might be starting to push the to the upside. If not, maybe we will see the market breaking this support and starting to push to the lower side. That is also possible. That is also possible. But yes, we can still expect anything to happen in the market. But later on, maybe if things are not really bad, we might see the market pushing up. We might see the market pushing up, but it's up to the market. We don't have to fight the market. We will still follow the structure. If maybe the breakout will happen on the bottom, yes, we can still follow that. But if not, it means we can just relax and do nothing. We can just relax. Tomorrow is still another day. And if you want to join the team, guys, we still have a special. You can see that there on the screen. It's 150. That is a normal price. So our special currently is $100. It's yearly mentorship and VIP signals. If you want only signals, it's only $45. Then you can join the team. You can join the team and start to make it. So please, guys, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And yeah, later on, don't forget we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live so that you can learn how we trade every day, Monday to Friday. Thank you very much. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. Bye.